Okay. Can you hear me? All right. Wow, great crowd. Thanks everyone for coming. If you don't know, I'm Commissioner Morelli. I'm actually the chairperson for 2025 and very grateful that everyone came and very thankful to Indian Creek Superintendent T.C. Chevalier and the principals and everybody making this such a great place to have an event. For those that don't know, this is our second annual 2020. This is our second annual State of the County. Last year we were at Steubenville High School. Next year we plan on taking it to a different school. We're talking about Buckeye, and we're going to get around to all the schools. So to start off, we've got the important people in the front row here, the veterans, and they're going to lead us. To with the Pledge of Allegiance. Sorry. To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you guys for everything you did and what you continue to do. This group, the Veterans Association, will be celebrating their 30th year this coming summer, right, Barry? I know you guys always have a big picnic, right? Okay, next we have the Indian Creek Choir, and they're going to sing the Star Spangled Banner. Thank you very much. Thanks to the choir. Thanks to the escorts that we had. We really appreciate, again, the hospitality. For those that don't know, excuse me, you're probably going to tell, I've had some major dental work done. Wasn't sure I was even going to be here, so it's good news for you and me. First of all, healing very well. Second, I can't talk very long. So that usually doesn't happen very often. So I want to, as I announce the elected officials that are here, we have our newest commissioner, Jake Kleineke, sitting right here. Great asset to our county. And you've all seen Commissioner Timmons. What I want to say is when I found out I was facing what I was facing, I talked to Eric thought about, because this really is the chairperson's job to do the work, to put this together, and there is a lot of work, that we may just not have it this year. And he stepped right up and said he would do the work, and he's done the legwork. And I would easily say if it wasn't for his efforts and dedication to our county, and something we believe in, we want to be transparent to you, the residents, we wouldn't be here today. So I want to thank Eric. He deserves nothing. Okay. I'll get through this quick, I promise. Good morning again. It's my great honor to welcome you to the 2025 State of the County Address. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. Our elected officials, county employees, business leaders, and community partners, and most importantly, the residents of Jefferson County. Your presence reflects a shared commitment to the future of our county, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be standing here as one of your county commissioners. Over the past year, Jefferson County has had both challenges and progress. Through collaboration, determination, and shared vision, we have continued to build a stronger, more resilient county, one that prioritizes economic growth, infrastructure development, and well-being of our citizens. Today, we will reflect on the progress we have reached, the challenges we still have and face, and the opportunities that lie ahead. More importantly, we will reaffirm our commitment to work together for the betterment of Jefferson County. I'm excited to share the progress we've made and discuss how together we can continue to move Jefferson County forward. So next I'm going to, I'll announce our elected officials, but first I just want to say, probably easy for you to understand a commissioner's job can be very challenging, but it can also be very rewarding. And for me, one of the biggest rewards is I got to work with these guys. Everyone down the list. You've got a group of elected officials, community leaders doing outstanding jobs. They truly are the next generation of leaders, smart, driven, and deeply committed to their roles. They all take immense pride in their department and their people. Their hard work speaks for itself. I'm incredibly proud to have got to work with and know each and every one of them, and I consider every one of them my friends and a friendship that'll last forever. So I want to thank you guys, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so the elected officials in the room: Jake Kleinke, Commissioner; Dustin Van Fawcett, Airport Board. Dustin? Okay. Just raise your hand, be good, folks. E.J. Kahn is our auditor, county auditor. T.C. is our superintendent here at Indian Creek. Scott Renforth is our county recorder. I'm sorry. Andrew Plesich, our clerk of courts. Eric Hilty is our new county engineer. Jim Phillips is the mayor of Amsterdam. Jim's right here, does a great job. Tony Jean Donzilla, ESC board member. I saw her, I cuz. Phil Parenti, councilman for Mount Pleasant. Hi, Phil. Mike Herron, Steubenville City Council. Michael. And Tracy McManaman, Steubenville City Council. Thank you. That's the elected official. I missed Mike Petrella, I think. We got Mayor Mike Petrella also. He was late. He's going to be up here shortly. We also have some candidates in the room. Right, Ralph Petrella is running for Steubenville mayor. You want to stand up, Ralph? Anita Petrella is the director for J.B. Green, does a fantastic job. And her associate, Natalie, J.B. Green. Okay, so I'm going to turn the show over to Eric, and we'll get the ball rolling. Thanks, folks.
Okay, as you can see, we have a long list of great speakers set up this year. We have a strict 5-minute time limit, everybody. I know I'm going to have problems with several of you. I have a bet with one of them, actually, so I'm hoping he goes over a little bit so I can win that lunch. But, yeah, we're going to hold it to 5 minutes, so really excited. We're going to get started with our first speaker, Indian Creek Superintendent Dr. T.C. Chapelier, with a welcome and update for Indian Creek High School.
Thank you, and I'd like to also recognize Mr. Steve Kauser, one of our board members. You can see Steve back here, and we're very lucky here at Indian Creek. We have a fantastic Board of Education. They make great decisions, and they make decisions the welfare of kids in mind. So I want to give my thanks to them. Good morning. My name is T.C. Chapelier, and I'm blessed to serve as the superintendent of Indian Creek School District. Excuse me. We have so many great things going on. It's going to be a challenge to stay within that 5-minute time, and I'm even going to set my own little timer here to make sure I stay on track. But I want to start out by congratulating our high school girls basketball team. You may have heard they won the Eastern District, Division IV Eastern District, and they advance on to the regional. They play tonight at 8 p.m. at Zanesville High School against Fairfield Union. So we want to say congratulations to our girls basketball team and to wish them well. Thank you. You know, isn't it great to sit in this fantastic auditorium? I can remember when we had our open house, you know, for this building, sitting here in this auditorium, and Dr. John Figgle, a longtime board member who had been through many levy campaigns and understood as well as anybody the needs we had as far as facilities in the school district, standing here at this podium and just saying, pinch me, you know, pinch me, you know, and definitely that's the truth, and it doesn't get old. You know, and I want to thank those of you who support Indian Creek School District through your property taxes, and I hope that you are proud of what your community has created here, because I know we are proud, and it doesn't get old. Every day, it's just, I want to say to myself, pinch me, because these facilities are fantastic. And what I'd like to spend the rest of my time talking about is what these facilities mean for our kids. Because I think, you know, one of the things we heard as we were campaigning for passage of a levy to build new buildings is that facilities don't matter. It's what happens inside the building that matters. But I will tell you, I'm going to talk about some programs we have, and these programs were either enhanced or created because of this facility and the facilities in our school district. You know, we have, I think, a great offering and a great course of programs that allow our students to pursue and develop passions that are going to lead them on to a career for a lifetime. You know, one of the things we have is a pre-engineering program here. You know, and we have sent many of our students on to universities that have earned engineering degrees, and they got their start here with Barb Turner, who was an engineer who worked in the steel mills. Is a Carnegie Mellon graduate, went back, got her teaching degree, and now teaches kids. So we have a multimedia productions, we have a business administration program, we have a family and consumer science program, and those are programs we've always had. And like I said, I really want to make the point that some of these new programs we have are the result of having this new facility. One of those is our natural resources program. You know, we are partnering with the Jefferson County Soil and Water, and we are raising endangered hellbender salamanders. You can see Chief is upstairs in an aquarium. He's our ambassador. But right now we have a number of juveniles that are in our building. They're being raised, and those will be released into local creeks to help bolster the population of the hellbender salamander. We have an IT service and repair that we named the Creek Squad after Best Buy's Geek Squad. This group of kids, they take their classes in the morning. In the afternoon, they go out to our buildings and do IT repair, Chromebook repair, internet connectivity repair. We actually replaced a full-time employee with the Creek Squad. And these are kids who are learning a trade, developing a passion in the IT business that they'll carry on in life. And then, as we were building this auditorium, and you got to imagine you come in here and it's a concrete floor, bare block wall, that's all you're seeing, a stage, nothing else. And I looked around here and said, we got to use this every day. This just can't be a sometime thing here. And so at the time, we had an opportunity. We had a Spanish teacher who was resigning. We looked into it. We said, okay, we're not going to hire that Spanish teacher. We put a posting out for a drama and theater teacher. Mr. Zinsmeister, come out here. So this is Bobby Zinsmeister. He was working at Franciscan University, coordinating their custodial services. He contacted us, bid on the job. He's, I believe, Slippery Rock. Clarion University, theater grad, has some professional acting experience. And so we have a full-time theater and drama program. Off to my right, there's a full shop down here where our kids are learning how to build sets. They're building sets. We have costume design classes. These kids are learning the profession of show business in all the various aspects, not just acting, but script writing, costume design, set building, all those things. So I want to thank Bobby, and he also has done a fantastic job of getting all this set up. So give Bobby one more round of applause. Thank you. I just want to look at those programs. If we're over there in that old building, in the Cross Creek Memorial Building, we don't have those programs. We don't have natural resources, IT service and repair, and theater and drama. We just don't have them. Our kids don't have the opportunity to participate in that class, build their passion toward a career. So, I want to thank our taxpayers for providing this opportunity that gives opportunity for our kids to prepare for their futures. We took, and I think this line up here exemplifies our motto that we took this year, and we said, Creek, together we rise. Meaning, everything we do, everything any of our employees does for the better makes us all better. And that's the same thing with this county. Anything anybody in our county is doing for the people in this county, for the kids in this county, for the communities in this county, is making this county better. And together we rise in Jefferson County also. So I just want to say that, and I just want to make the point that facilities do matter. I appreciate everybody being here. I appreciate the opportunity to tell you about Indian Creek School District. If you have any questions or would like to hear more, I'd love to talk to you. And I want to thank these guys for inviting me and for approaching us to be able to host, because we are proud as could be to host this event today, and I want to say thank you.
Okay, we missed one elected official, our prosecutor, Jane Hanlon, one of the best prosecutors. She does a great job, been there for a while. Thanks, Jane. And we have two airport board members that we didn't recognize, Mr. Gary Bates and Mr. Brandon Reese. And we have a Wells Township trustee, Ben Battenberg. Thank you, Ben. Okay, so now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty, and I'm going to lead us off real quick. We put this on at the end. Last year, if you were here, we talked about broadband. We talk about broadband a lot. COVID showed us how important it is. We recently received the quick backstory. We formed a Jefferson County Broadband Task Force, and I don't know if he's here. We do that through BHJ, Brooke Hancock Regional Transportation, directed by Mike Paprocki. Port Authority's involved. I see Bob Naylor back there. But we received an ARC, another acronym, Appalachia Regional Commission grant. And one of the cool things about this, it's for rural areas. And I want to show you, if I can. So anyhow, I'm not going to show you. Here we go. All right. So one of the problems getting broadband in our county, the money's always a problem. But these are areas that we received this grant for. I mean, if you look over here, this is out Seminary Road. I know some of you from Wayne Township are here. We have an area in Ross Township. There's 769 new households that through this grant will be able to have high-speed broadband internet. The good part about this is there are ISPs, internet service providers. That's what a Comcast is. That's what a Mass and Cable is. So they're already here, but they don't want to get into these areas because of the cost to install the broadband for the amount of customers. So this, we're hoping, works like a spider's web. We're going to get this up and running. We still have some work to do. We got to go out for an RFP for ISP, Internet Service Providers, and they will kick in money also. So that we're hoping that it'll grow to where the larger companies makes it attractive. We need broadband. Everyone knows that. We also have another new company that's in town. So this year, including this grant, there will be almost 6,000 new households that will have an opportunity to have broadband internet in Jefferson County. We got a ways to go, but that's a significant jump, folks. So thank you.
Thank you for Commissioner Morelli for spearheading the broadband effort. Our next speaker is Wintersville Mayor Mike Petrella with a welcome and update for Wintersville. Under Mike Petrella's leadership, there have been a lot of positive changes in Wintersville and an influx of economic development.
As always, I promise I will be much shorter than Commissioner Morelli. Not just speaking, but also in height as well. So, in all seriousness, thank you to the county commissioners for choosing Wintersville and Indian Creek High School, and thank you all for being here today. Welcome to Wintersville, the land of prosperity and the heart of Jefferson County. I say that because it's true. We've accomplished many things here in the past 3 years. We've achieved numerous grants, awarded local infrastructure projects through various agencies in Ohio, a federal police grant. We have also had 34 new businesses in the past 3 years, and counting the couple months this year, open up right here in the village of Wintersville. Now, obviously, with any type of success comes great scrutiny. There's an old saying, if you want to make everyone happy, don't be a leader, sell ice cream. I think we all know a little bit about scrutiny here in Wintersville, especially myself. There's pretty much an entire Facebook page you can get on probably right now, ripping me apart and ripping Wintersville apart. It's very entertaining every day, the amount of complaints about myself and the village. So at least no one's tried to punch me in the face in a while. So I get asked a lot, what is making us a success in Wintersville in such a short amount of time? One of the biggest things, we don't let one individual's ego get in the way of achieving our goals. We don't have any individuals that want to use their position to gain power or another position of control. We have a hard work ethic from the top all the way to the bottom. We work together to get things done. We believe in working towards what's best for the entire village, not just what's best for one individual. It's amazing what we can do in not just Wintersville, in all of Jefferson County. When we all work together, collaborate towards a common goal, I truly believe nothing is impossible for Jefferson County. Lastly, again, I will be short, just to remind everyone, be a solution to a problem. Don't get on the internet and complain. Try to be the solution. Don't make bigger problems. We all have to work together, not just your elected officials, citizens as well. If everybody can work together, there's nothing we can't achieve. So work together, collaborate together, be positive no matter what the situation may be. We have numerous leaders up here today and many leaders in the crowd, whether it's elected officials or just a leader of a business, a leader of anything. It could be a school teacher, that's a leader. So with that being said, I want to leave everyone with the quote of, the best leaders are humble enough to realize their victories depend upon their people. I will repeat that. The best leaders are humble enough to realize their victories depend upon their people, which is all of us that are elected depend upon our citizens and the people underneath us. That is what makes all of us great leaders standing up here today. So again, thank you to the county commissioners. Thank you all for being here. Hope you enjoy Wintersville and today's county address. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. Jake Kleinecke, our newest county commissioner and a graduate of Mingo Junction High School, will speak about the retirement of county officials and some current projects for the county.
Thank you, everybody. And thanks to Indian Creek for letting us use this auditorium. It's pretty nice, huh? All right. I thank you all for attending. I thank my fellow commissioners for your support. Thank the citizens of Jefferson County for giving me this opportunity to be here today and serve you all. I'm very proud to be part of this forum, and it is an honor. Today, I have a list of topics to go over with you, but first, before I get into my 15-minute speech, we're gonna mention some. We're gonna give honorable mention to some of our most recent retirees from public service. First, we have James Brannigan, our county engineer. He has retired this year after 36 years of dedicated service to the county. He did many great things with roads and bridges for the county over the years, and we would like to thank him for that. And succeeded in his capacity will be our new county engineer, Eric Hilty. You'll hear from him soon. Next, we have Irene Moore. She served as the district administrator of the Jefferson County Soil and Water District for 38 years. And I'm sure she accomplished a lot of good things there as well. Succeeded in her capacity is by Wendy Dodds, who's also worked at the district for 23 years. She is now the new district administrator. Also, Ray Agresta, your county treasurer for years, will be enjoying new adventures in life coming this September, for he did not seek re-election. Ray is also the chairman of the board at the Jefferson County Land Bank, and he'll be succeeded at his office by newly elected Brian Scarpone, who's sitting in the auditorium with him. And we would also like to give honorable mention to former Commissioner Dave Maple. Commissioner Maple did a great job as a steward for the county for 5 terms, 20 years. We'd like to thank him for all those years of service and dedication. Thank you, Dave. As for new things on the horizon for the citizens of the county, there are several new things to watch for coming up. The commissioners, with the help of Aaron Dodds from Soil and Water, have implemented a new Gold Star program in honor of all of our veterans from Jefferson County who have made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. We'll be naming bridges throughout the county as a way of remembrance of these brave souls in the name of freedom to all the citizens of Jefferson County. And we have an example of one of those signs right here to your right. Very nice. Good job to Aaron for helping us put that together. I think that'll be a great addition to the county to be able to ride all of our bridges and see those signs. And we have some nice things happening at Friendship Park as well. For the public's information, the commissioners have installed a disability-assisted kayak launch at the lakefront, which looks like it's getting a great deal of use. And we're kicking around some other additions for what we consider quality of life projects. You might like to know also there's a motorsports facility there, a drag strip that operates on Saturdays, weather permitting. And the park is also the home of the Jefferson County Fairgrounds. So I encourage everybody or everyone to go for a peaceful day of enjoyment at the park and see what it has to offer, such as bird watching and trails and camping and so on. At the industrial park off County Road 43, the commissioners in working partnership with the Jefferson County Port Authority are getting closer to breaking ground on a new spec building that's expandable. To attract new businesses to the area, this will be a great investment towards the future of our area's economic development. The commissioners and the Port Authority appreciate the collaboration and support from Jobs Ohio, Ohio Southeast, and the Ohio Department of Development. Also, the commissioners are currently working to recruit a grant writer and researcher to help us procure funds for social and economic development needs, along with infrastructure improvements such as sewer, communication technologies, and economic development for our communities. And last but not least, the investments of the Tower Building and the new parking lot across on Market Street downtown are paying off nicely. We are now at 100% capacity, occupancy. And the people who use the building love the parking lot. We get many compliments on the ease of access of the building, and also the Jefferson County Board of Elections for early voting and registrations. And additionally, complimented with many government departments located at the facility. And then lastly, I'm going to give you a little update on our county water system. I could go about 10 minutes on this, but we're going to break it down a little bit slower, just the projects that we're doing in 2025. And with we're going to do a water meter replacement project. These meters have no working parts; they have a long lifespan, and they'll be more fair to all of the customers that we have. And reading that we'll be replacing 8,000 water meters. We're going to do a satellite imaging flyover to detect water leaks in the county on mains and service connections late spring or early summer. And we're starting design for waterline replacement projects for the villages of Amsterdam and Burgos, and working with Arcadis and Mayor Phillips on funding for the Amsterdam Burgos water projects as state and federal funding. And that'll be really nice because Amsterdam will have probably the most state-of-the-art water system in the county, which will also help us feed water towards Burgos. So that's the conclusion of my report to you all. I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you very much for coming today. And that's all I have.
One thing I will speak for on behalf of all the commissioners, we have the utmost respect for our veterans, first responders, and police officers. I see several officers in attendance today, veterans. I'd like to have a round of applause for them. Thank you. Our next speaker is Sheriff Fred Abdallah Jr. He will be giving us a law enforcement update.
Good morning. I would like to thank Dr. Chapelier and Assistant Superintendent Bell, along with the board here, for hosting this. I also want to wish luck to the girls basketball team and Coach Steve F., who's been a colleague of mine and a friend, that they have safe travels and they come back with the victory this evening. I am Fred Abdullah Jr., Sheriff of Jefferson County, and I would like to thank Commissioner Timmons and all the commissioners for the invitation to speak today, as well as everyone involved in making this possible. I truly believe that this is a valuable event because it gives us the opportunity to speak about some of the positive work taking place in Jefferson County. I am proud to say that the State of Jefferson County Sheriff's Office is the strongest it has been in recent years. The main reason for our success is because of the indomitable spirit of our men and women who courageously protect citizens of Jefferson County with strength, compassion, a love of public service, and dignity. Our deputies, along with our jail staff, are some of the finest to serve in this great state. In my 3 years as sheriff, we have been working hard to improve the standard in which we deliver our services to the county. We have strived to work safer, smarter, and with more efficiency. One of my top priorities as sheriff has been investing in our men and women. We have made significant investments in equipment and training to ensure they have the tools and skills needed to excel as deputies. Our goal is for them to perform their duties as safely as possible and with the confidence that comes from solid training. Everyone goes home. We have strengthened every division of our office, including the road division, jail division, special response team, and the school resource officer program. We also established our canine program and enhanced the Jefferson County Drug Task Force, which is a collaboration between our office, Steubenville Police, and Prosecutor Hanlon's office. For the first time in its inception, the task force is operating under the command of the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at the beginning of this year, and we recently made one of the largest drug busts in the county's history. Because of the investments that we have made, our office is thriving. We are constantly working to secure grant monies to help lessen the burden to the taxpayer, and in my 3 years, we have secured over $200,000 in grant money and federal reimbursements. We have also revitalized our school resource officer program. I'd like to commend Dr. Chapelier and Mr. Bell for their hard work and efforts into keeping their school district safe and the children and the staff in Indian Creek School District safe. We were previously operating nearly a $200,000 deficit. It has now been financially stable for the past 2 years and will continue in the black when I'm speaking of our school resource officer program. Throughout this time, as I've been sheriff, we have never missed a single day of service in our school districts that we protect. We have operated within our budget each of my 3 years as sheriff and have sent money back to the general fund. We continue to improve our jail standards while reducing operating costs. I am proud to say that we passed our jail inspection in 2024 for the first time in 20 years. We are currently working on programs that will help to heal our community by providing different help to the inmates that come into our jail. We want our jail facility to be rock bottom when they get booked in, and we want them to have some hope when they get booked out. Through different grant funding, we were able to start a Vivitrol program to help drug users to get healthy and abstain from using drugs. And we began programs, and we've worked hard to get people to the right spot. We've gotten a lot of people who need to be in either a mental health facility or a rehab, and that has helped to lower our population and save costs. Another area in which we have strived to improve is our community outreach. We cannot be successful without our citizens, and it's because of the citizens that many times crimes are solved and drugs are taken off the streets. We felt it was imperative to build strong, healthy bonds with the public so that we foster a relationship of trust. We currently participate in several community outreach projects, such as our Veterans Appreciation Breakfast, various mentoring programs, some of which take place here in Indian Creek School District, food drives, and offering preparedness trainings to every citizen in the county for free. I am proud of the men and women of our office, and I am proud of the citizens of Jefferson County who offer us overwhelming support. I would like to thank the commissioners for all their help in providing us with the things that we need to be successful, not only our current commissioners, but also I'd like to recognize Commissioner Maple and Commissioner Graham, who were there when I became sheriff and helped me along my way. Finally, I want to thank my men and women who, without their loyalty and support to each other in our office, we would not be successful. There is nothing better as sheriff than when I am in public and a citizen comes and tells me a story of something amazing our deputies have done, or the compassion or dignity in which they've done their job. My father said that when you're a public servant, you need to treat the public with the same respect and compassion that you would want given to your own family. And he said you would work as hard as you would want them to work for your family. And that's what we do. I promise that we will continue to work hard to become better each day. And I would like to leave you all with this. Let us make Jefferson County be about people and progress over politics so that our citizens' lives continually improve. Let's take care of our neighbors and strive to raise the standard in everything we do. Again, let's take care of our neighbors. God bless Jefferson County and its citizens. God bless our troops and our veterans. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff, and thank you for going over 5 minutes. You owe me a lunch now, so. An issue I saw with the county before I was commissioner was the lack of communication between some of the entities. We have a multitude of resources, but we were missing something when it came to communicating and getting everyone where they need to go. Beth Rupert Warren's Resource Network has helped bridge the gap in the communication. Beth?
Good morning. I actually work for the Jefferson County Educational Service Center, and I'm the service coordinator for the Jefferson County Resource Network. Our counties have provided funding for 2 years for the development and the service of the Resource Network through the ARPA funds. So I'd like to show you the site. We've got it up there. So find a resource, and here's all the categories. When we actually started this 2 years ago, we had 32 categories. We're now up to 70 categories. Let me click on. So this is an example of services. So mental health services, you get on the site, here's all the providers. The providers have to put their information on this site. This isn't something that we are actually building. So as you can see, then this is the type of information then that is on the site of the providers. We do have one exception. We actually changed the format and added a category of important documents. And so it's more like a directory, but this then gives people access to know where do you go to get an auto title, a dog license, your driver's license. So when you need to know where, a resource is to get to that, we've added the important documents. I always use the analogy that we're building a plane as we fly it, because this is constantly changing and growing. So there's actually 5 components to this resource network. This is the first component of the website and the app that was actually developed by Pierce Media. The second component is our community partner meetings. So we get everyone together. We meet quarterly. We were meeting at Eastern Gateway Community College. We now meet at the Wintersville Methodist Church at the Center of Hope. We average anywhere from 30 to 60 in attendance for that. We get everyone together in the same room, sharing information, and just networking and fostering positive working relationships. Our next community partner meeting will be Monday, March 31st at 10 a.m., and Kimberly Aubaugh, who is the new Executive Director of Urban Missions, will actually be our speaker for that meeting. So again, as this resource network is growing and evolving, we do monitor how many hits that we get on the website. And actually in August of 2024, we had 4,377 hits on this website. And again, a lot of that is because of our community partner meetings. People are understanding now that they have this resource and this tool, that when they need resources or they're in a profession to help other people, now they have a place to go to get that information to help others. The third component of the resource network is the community connections, and that is a database of emails of people here in the community. We have 318 people right now that we blast out and share information. If somebody's having a training, if they're having an event, we can send that information out and network within the community with that community connections. We also have a Facebook page. Our Facebook page has 626 followers on that. So again, we're sharing information and bringing everyone together with that Facebook page. The fourth component of the resource network is actually network planning. So we identify where the various gaps of services are and what the needs are here in Jefferson County. So one of our first meetings, many of the discussion was how many families we have here in Jefferson County that are grandparents raising grandchildren or other people that are raising family members' children, and the need of support. So Crossroads Church here in Wintersville was in the process that they were starting a support group and needed some support in developing that. So we developed a network plan. So we were able to bring COAD for Kids together. They are a part of the Cooperation of Appalachian Development. So we have COAD for Kids, we had Jefferson County Children's Services, we had the Jefferson County Education Service Center with the Engage program, and then also with the church. And we've been able to develop now what's called Kinship Cafe. And this is a support group that we get the kids together, they come, we provide childcare, they have pizza, the adults are all now meeting in another room, we cater dinner in for them, we have speakers. I actually attend these meetings, that way I'm there to help if they need support with getting resources. This group has just grown and grown to the point we just recently had to actually relocate. We were meeting at Crossroads Church. Now we've had to move it because we have so many families and so many children, so this group is now meeting at Country Kids Daycare here in Wintersville. But it's just an example of how when we bring everybody together that we're able to develop and meet the needs of the community. One of the other areas that we're working on is we don't have pediatric home health here in Jefferson County. Our Jefferson County Health Commissioner, Andrew Henry, has been a cornerstone with this. We've been meeting, pulling agencies together. We're meeting again in April. So we're hoping to be able to all work together to develop this much needed service here in the community. The fifth component of the resource network is unity in the community. It's the foundation of bringing everyone together, that when we're working together, that together everyone achieves more. So I just want to thank the county commissioners for their support, and working together we're making a difference. Thank you.
Our biggest job as commissioners is spending taxpayer money in the best way possible. And it's a duty and responsibility we take very serious. We work closely with the auditor's office to ensure proper spending. Next, we have Jefferson County Auditor and former Indian Creek graduate E.J. Kahn to talk about the county's finances.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone. My name is E.J. Kahn. I'm Jefferson County Auditor. And it's with great pride that I stand here today as an Indian Creek alum. And it's a beautiful facility. And I think it's a testament to the dedication and resilience of the community. I know the Jefferson County community supports all of our school districts, and this really is a testament to that. And as your county auditor, I'm thrilled to share some of the progress that I've been able to make over the past several years, but I couldn't have done it without the team around me, my staff, the elected officials that are beside me. I really haven't sensed this level of cooperation and commitment before. It seems like everybody is moving in the same direction towards making a positive impact on the county, and it really is exciting. We've made significant strides in transparency, technological advancements, fiscal responsibility, and collaborative efforts over the last several years. Transparency is a cornerstone of our office's commitment. We've proudly participated in the Ohio Checkbook over the last several years. The Ohio Checkbook is a site that you can go on. You can see all of the county spending. I oftentimes have heard that the county is not transparent with its spending, and that's something that we moved to change immediately when I came into office. And I think it fosters greater trust and accountability within the community that you make that accessible, and it informs the taxpayers as to how we're spending the taxpayer funds. In addition to our commitment to transparency, we've made substantial improvements to our IT infrastructure of the county. We've utilized ARPA and CARES Act dollars and upgraded switches, firewalls, backup equipment, hosts, and more. These upgrades have not only enhanced the reliability and security of our network, which is very important in this day and age with ransomware being as rampant as it is, that can end up costing the county a boatload of money. We want to make sure that does not happen, and we want to keep our data safe. But it also has allowed us to consolidate county IT services. This consolidation has saved the county an enormous amount of money because you don't have redundant equipment, redundant staffs. It really helps in reducing costs. Furthermore, our office has taken on the responsibility of administering federal ARPA dollars and CARES Act funds in-house. By handling the strict reporting requirements in county, we have saved the county a significant amount of money. Many other counties opted to contract this work out, but our dedicated staff and team rose to the challenge, ensuring that every dollar was accounted for and utilized effectively. The county was able to do a whole lot of projects that benefited the taxpayers of Jefferson County with that money. We've also seen tremendous success through a cooperative agreement with Jefferson County Soil and Water Conservation District regarding the CAUV program, our current agricultural use valuation program. CAUV allows farmland to be taxed based on its agricultural use rather than its market value. It provides much needed relief to our local farmers who struggle sometimes. By involving soil and water in this process, leverage their expertise and resources to better serve our agricultural communities. It's worked well, and I think our farmers appreciate it. When people come in to sign up for CAUV, they appreciate the extra expertise that soil and water is able to provide. Lastly, I'm proud to highlight that our office has consistently received the Government Finance Officers Association Award for excellence in financial reporting for over a decade. This dates back to when Patrick Marshall was county auditor, and we've continued that with a dedicated staff that has been there a lot of years. They really are true public servants, and they're good at their job, and I couldn't do this job without them. It reflects our unwavering commitment to maintaining the highest standards of financial transparency, accountability, and integrity. In closing, I want to express my deepest gratitude to all of you for your support over the years and the trust in our office. We've made incredible progress, and that progress is going to continue with the men and women beside me and the men and women in the audience and our citizens. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you, and I look forward to continuing moving forward together.
Thanks, CJ, and first one to stay under 5 minutes, so I appreciate that. Local business owner and developer Joe Lucchino is next. Joe, another Indian Creek graduate, will talk about the business climate of the county and what he is seeing with regards to economic development.
Thank you, Commissioner. I could say I'm honored and grateful to be standing up here today with an awesome group. It truly is teamwork, collaboration, positive attitude. Things like that is what's going to push this county forward. And the commissioners, Timmons, Morelli, Clenicky, making this happen today and bringing us all together, that's half the battle, right? We have to work together. At work, we always say teamwork makes the dream work. And when I look at everybody up here, I'm thinking I'm talking to the mayor, bringing businesses in town. That makes my job easier to bring more businesses in town. The airport being a success helps us with business owners looking to invest in this area that if they're flying in or they need transportation. The sheriff keeping the crime down. Everybody up here makes my job easier. For that, I want to say thank you guys, and I'm honored to be up here with you. You know, I'm up here to talk about economic development and business. We do real estate with Cedar One, residential, commercial, and property management. And I moved back in 2004, so I've been doing this over 20 years now. But I'm more optimistic today than I've ever been since I moved back. And I thought, what's the line I want to say today when I come in here? What do I want to say to everybody? And I think Jefferson County is truly going through an entrepreneurial spirit right now. And if you're around town and you're paying attention, you're keeping your eyes open, not only Jefferson County, but the whole valley, we're going through change, and it's really good change. You drive up and down Main Street, every storefront is booked. You go into Sunset Boulevard, every storefront is filled. There's very few vacancy. You go to downtown Steubenville, there's a resurgence in downtown Steubenville. There's entrepreneurship, there's business, graduates from the university, people that want to invest money into downtown. It's amazing. Our phone rings all the time for people that want to come into this area. And I'm scratching my head because I'm thinking, where have you been the last 20 years? But they're here now, right? They want to invest. There's a company that wants to invest $12 million in the Huntington Bank building downtown. New people buying old buildings, fixing them up. Gator Roofing just bought a new building downtown. And it's not just downtown, it's happening all over. If you go up University Boulevard, Franciscan University, Franciscan Square, the ice rink, you go towards the mall's had its challenges. Then you had people like the Fergusons take a chance on the mall and invest multi-million dollars in 7 ranges. I drove by there on Friday, I couldn't even find a parking space. Now you got Starbucks coming out of the ground over there. Chipotle is going to come out of the ground. Chick-fil-A wants to come to Steubenville. Everybody thinks Chick-fil-A, they want to be here. They want to come to Jefferson County. They just need the right space. They need the right piece of land. These people do their homework. They see optimism, they see growth, they see good people, they see workforce. And I think we need to see that too, and I know we do. But they're doing their research, they're coming here, and I'm optimistic about the future of Jefferson County. I love the people working together towards a goal to bring this county forward. And it's not just the county, it's the valley, because Jefferson County is an integral part in the whole entire valley. We're centrally located, right on the river, you know, where the county seat was in Steubenville, one of the most populated. So, I mean, we need to be a leader for the whole valley and push the valley forward, and we're doing it. We're a suburb of Pittsburgh now, almost, basically. You know, you see all the investments coming into town, so there's a lot of good happening. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm excited to be a part of it, excited to be up here. Thank you, guys.
We are blessed with a lot of good elected officials. Scott Renforth, a graduate of Mingo Junction High School, is our county recorder. And he's going to talk about the recorder's office, changes to that office, and plans for the future.
Well, we can see who set up the mic. First of all, I'd like to say hello and good morning. It is a privilege to be standing in front of you and have this ability to share what the Jefferson County Recorder's Office has accomplished over the last 4 years, as well as having the opportunity to share with you our plans over the next 4 years. But first, I'd like to take a quick overview and explain to you exactly what the Recorder's Office is. One of the things I get a lot is what actually is the Recorder's Office and what do we do? Recorder's Office is a very critical part of county government. We're responsible for maintaining all of your real estate records, your mortgages, liens, oil and gas lease, which has exploded around here. And we also, you know, we handle the women and men of our military the DD-214s. We keep those on file for them, which to me is a very important part of our job, and I actually encourage and hope that people will pass on. If our military had not brought their DD-214s and filed them with the recorder's office, I ask you to please encourage them to come file with us. It is free of charge, and it's something that we offer that we hope more people would take advantage of. Throughout the past 4 years, the recorder's office had gone through some major upgrading in technology. We were blessed enough to receive over $300,000 combined with the COVID funds that were still available when I came in office, as well as the ARP funds. We went from an in-house system that if you needed to do business with Jefferson County Recorder's Office, you had to physically come in and do your business with us. We have went from that to a cloud-based platform that now 24/7 you can do business with the Jefferson County Recorder's Office. And I think that's a big part of the Recorder's Office, the improvement there to just allow that access. The common theme you're going to see up here is we're all moving in the same direction. We're all on the same page, and we all are looking out for each other and looking to help each other. And as public servants, that's crucial, it's critical. And I believe that all of us are on that same path to better serve all of you the best that we can in our offices and make life so much easier for the people who utilize our offices and the citizens of Jefferson County. I'm definitely going to stay under my 5 minutes, but I would also like to thank the young women and men who helped host this when we came in today. They escorted us here. They did a fine job, and it's nice to see them here as well, and hopefully see some future faces in the political world in Jefferson County. With that, I would just like to say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have gotten to serve as your recorder for the last 4 years and then elected into this next term, and hopefully many more years to come. I will not take that for granted. I am proud to be your elected recorder, and I thank you guys so much, and have a blessed day. Thank you.
If you haven't been out to the Jefferson Airport, make the trip. It is a strong resource for this county with limitless potential. Airport Board Member Dustin Van Fossen is here today to speak on developments at the airport.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dustin Van Fossen. I'm here with the Jefferson County Regional Airport Authority. We're dropping some things here.
Sorry. Go ahead and just click on that when you're ready.
Oh, okay. The Airport Authority is a board of 5 individuals that handles all matters related to the airport on behalf of the Jefferson County Commissioners. Wanted to tell you a little bit about our facility today. Excuse me, give you a brief update and tell you a little bit about some projects that we've recently completed and some projects that are coming up and some that are happening right now. The first thing I want to mention is our staff at the airport. We have 4 full-time employees now, including our manager, that do just a wonderful job maintaining our facility and running the day-to-day operations out there, and we couldn't do it without them. I highly recommend you stop out and take a look at what we've got going on out there. So ever since we extended our runway to 1,000 feet, you see business jet activity is more and more prominent in Jefferson County, and that continues to grow today. We're able to service mid-sized jets with that length of a runway. The airport is home to over 40 based air now, and that includes 1 business jet, another turboprop twin-engine airplane, as well as the STAT medevac helicopter. In 2024, we had 8,448 operations at the airport. That works out to just over 23 a day. So the airport's a busy place. We're home to the EAA, Experimental Aircraft Association, Chapter 859. That's a great organization to look into if you're someone who's interested in aviation. We're also home to the Pier Aviation Flight School. On our land side, we've had a lot of local businesses based on the airport property. We also have the Jefferson County Animal Shelter and the 911 Center, as well as the soccer field complex that most of you are probably familiar with. So when it comes to projects, some recently completed projects at the airport. A big one is our AWOS system. This is our automated weather observation system. This relays information to pilots either in the cockpit or on the ground of real-time weather at the airport. That's critical for them to make go, no-go decisions when they're flying in with weather. We've had a recent taxiway renovation project. We built 6 insulated box hangars, which have been a huge hit. Those are all leased out. We've had all new runway and taxiway lighting, all new LED lighting put in. Some future projects we have coming up. The FAA has already told us they've set aside money for our taxiway extension project that we've been planning for many years. It's going to add a lot of safety to the airport. It's going to connect our taxiway clear to the end of one of our runways so pilots can taxi on a taxiway to get to that runway and not on an active runway. Probably our biggest project we have going on right now is our wildlife fence. Land has been cleared for that, and that'll be starting here in just a few months. It's going to be a 10-foot tall fence. Goes around the complete perimeter of the airport to keep wildlife off of the runway, and that's going to be a huge project for the airport. I put together just a short 2-minute video, a little 2-minute tour of the airport. I want to show everyone. I'll play that here next, and you guys can see a little bit about what's going on out there. It is snow covered when I took this, but you can see our snow crews working because of that. So here we go. So here's our entrance sign as you come into the airport complex. And then we're going to buzz up the hill here. The building we'll come to is the Jefferson County Animal Shelter on the left. Followed by the Jefferson County 911 Center you see there. A few local businesses in the back and the soccer field complex off to the right. A little bit further, we've got the Bates Brothers Amusement in ARM USA. This is their complex. They employ a lot of residents here in Jefferson County. Here's our T hangars coming in. This building here is our old terminal building. That's where Stat Medevac has their air base. Looks like the helicopter's out on a mission. This is our terminal building at the airport. And next here you'll see our box hangar complex that was recently completed, followed by our corporate hangars on the south end. You can see our snow removal team has been hard at work keeping the taxiways and runway clean. The next shot we'll show here is where some land has been cleared for that wildlife fence that will be completed this year. And there's just a shot of everything on the air side of the airport here. You can see our manager Brian out there sweeping some snow off the runway. All right, that's all I have for you today. Thank you to the commissioners. Thank you to everyone who helped put this event on. Let's keep Jefferson County moving in a positive direction. Thanks.
On the topic of transportation, we will go from air to land. SVRTA provides transportation around the county as well as to other locations in the Ohio Valley. SVRTA Board President Cookie West is here to give us an update.
Hello, everyone. Make sure I stay on task. Wonderful, thank you. Okay, I'm putting a timer on because making sure I stay in my time frame. My name is Cookie West, and I actually work for the Jefferson County Board of Development of Disabilities. I'm employment and community navigator under the leadership of my superintendent, Mike Zito, And so hearing all of the positive things that are going on in the community is actually an answer to prayers, and I'm very grateful and thankful to be a part of Jefferson County. I want to thank the commissioners and Dr. Chevalier for hosting today. And on behalf of the SBRTA, the Still Valley Regional Transit Authority, the Board of Trustees, and including our predecessor, Sue Hogue, who was chair board for 20 years. Thanks for passing our levy. We are very grateful and thankful. I have here Tim Turner, transit manager, along with Heather Ginger, our operations manager, who's done an incredible job of really expanding and updating the services at the Still Valley Regional Transit Authority. So our service routes are in Steubenville, Wintersville, Mingo Junction, and Rayland. And it reaches beyond Jefferson County. We expanded those services with the Eastern Ohio Regional Transit Authority, along with the Ohio Valley Regional Transit Authority. So you can go all the way down into St. Clairsville, Willing area through a transfer at Rayland, and then you could come through the Steubenville area and catch a route through the Weirton area. We have reestablished a MOU with the Weirton Transit Ride, and then proceed on to the PA area, where we have a route in Robinson, as well as the Findlay Industrial Park, where we have a workforce route. So we are stretching from here to there and everywhere. You also can catch a 28X flyer from the IKEA store in PA and make it to Pittsburgh's International Airport. So we are truly all over the Ohio Valley and beyond. We also have recently, this year, have purchased 5 new buses. Under Tim's leadership, they have really done a wonderful job of keeping those buses on the road. They have actually, these buses actually have 350,000 plus miles, and that is due to the maintenance and the upkeep. They have really done a great job, and we were able to purchase 5 new buses. This year, we're very excited about that. We did a lot of community connections with Wednesdays in Wintersville, First Fridays, Thursdays in the Mill. So we're connecting with our community, paying back, paying it forward, giving those rides as a service to our community for our appreciation. Also, a collaboration and initiatives on the horizon is Go Bus. It's an Ohio rural inner city bus service that provides transportation to 40 plus destinations throughout the state. It includes Columbus, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and they want Steubenville to become a hub. And so we're looking forward to that connection and moving that forward. One other initiative, we have a Appalachian Regional Commission, ARC Arise. They heard of the collaboration that we have been doing all over the Ohio Valley and beyond, and they really want to connect with us to just push some other opportunities forward, especially when it comes to the workforce, extending hours and other pieces that are connected to the workforce. We also just will be potentially purchasing this year, updating the electronic fare boxes along with scheduling, dispatching software. We're really looking forward to that, bringing things into the 21st century. And so we're very excited about all the expansion and collaboration and connections that we've been involved with. And we want to reiterate that, you know, we can't just go into areas. We have to be invited in. So keep that in mind as you, you know, think about us. And don't forget to come ride with us. Thank you.
All of our vehicles couldn't get around the county without the hard work of our engineer's office. Former Indian Creek student, well, did you graduate?
I think so.
Okay. Former Indian Creek graduate Eric Hilty is our newly elected county engineer. Eric will give us a report on roads, bridges, and his office.
This report's going to take a while. You guys got more than 5 minutes. Thank you. As he said, my name is Eric Hilty. I'm a graduate of Indian Creek High School. I went on to the University of Akron for civil engineering. I ended up staying at Akron, got my master's degree there, and once I came back to the county and was working under the previous county engineer, I continued back to Akron to get my surveyor's degree. And this is my first 4-year term as elected county engineer. And just wanted to give you a little history of the county engineer office. To be county engineer, you need to have a professional engineer's license and a professional surveyor's license. And that's, that takes a lot to complete that. And in our county, I think one of 3 individuals that are qualified. One is the past engineer that was here for 36 years. And the other is actually another past engineer that was here in the early 80s, and they're all, you know, getting up there in age. So I was, it was kind of a race for me to get the qualifications, but I'm here and I'm very thankful for it. As a county engineer, it originally was the county surveyor, but then when the auto age came around, they recognized the need for more than just surveying. They needed someone to design and build an infrastructure for the county's transportation. So we're responsible for 258 miles of county highways, 220 bridges. These bridges are on county highway and township highways, and some bridges within cities and villages that are extensions of county and township highways. The county engineers department is responsible for approving surveys and developing tax maps. We assist townships with engineering services. We do not make the decisions on township highways, but we do assist and we do guide them from an engineering perspective. Ohio, you know, one interesting fact, Ohio is one of 2 states in the United States that has an elected county engineer. And actually the only state that every county has an elected county engineer. Kind of an interesting fact. Our funding for roads comes through gas tax, sales tax, license fees, and the most important one that keeps us above water is grants. One thing a lot of people don't know is that our funding is mostly for the maintenance of our infrastructure, to widen, to strengthen, to do major improvements to county roads is tremendously costly, and our funding usually doesn't get you there. For example, it's around $190,000 to put 2 inches of asphalt on 1 mile of a 2-lane county road. That's a lot when we're hoping to resurface 7 to 10 miles a year. That adds up very quickly, and that doesn't include repairs. That doesn't include a lot of the extra work that you don't usually see, replacement of culverts. As far as our outlook for 2025, we are replacing 5 major bridges, around $3 million. We do have a lot of grant money going towards those bridges. A bridge is any structure greater than 10 foot in span. We have 220 bridges. It's amazing, you know, how much money we have wrapped up in just structures around the county. And our office has made major strides in the last 10 to 15 years on bridge replacement, because we found out that we were quite behind through one of our needs analysis. We're also updating load ratings on bridges. This is a new federal mandate that has been in the works for quite some time, but You'll start to see signs pop up on bridges with load ratings for specific vehicle types, and there's takes a collapse, it takes a failure to get stuff like this implemented, and then it takes, of course, time to change and to adjust what we're doing. Prior to the, what's the bridge, the Mothman prophecies? That bridge is what started bridge inspections. Prior to that, no one did bridge inspections. Now we do them yearly. Resurfacing, we have 2 large roads on the books, County Road 26 Cole Hill. We are going to be resurfacing this summer, and County Road 43, which services the industrial park over Ross Ridge. Our chip seal program, we offer chip seal to townships and villages through our county crews. Chip sealing a road, a 2-lane county highway, is around $18,000 in just our material cost. So it is a remarkable way for us to maintain what we have. Chip seal, I know everyone kind of has their own opinion of it. The state has actually been chip sealing some paved roads lately, and it is amazing, because if you don't have the money to resurface it, chip sealing will at least keep you what you have, and it keeps that road sealed, and it keeps the ride quality acceptable, because the last few years of the pavement life, it really goes downhill quick. Gas and oil, I don't know how familiar everybody is, but we have a road use maintenance agreement process that we enter into with gas and oil drilling companies, and they have been a major benefit to our highway infrastructure by strengthening, widening, improving roads, the stuff that our funds usually don't get us. The last few years has been kind of quiet. It kind of comes and goes, but they have spent greater than $30 million on county roads in the last 15 years. So we'll see what 2025 brings with that. Slip repairs, we have 3 slip sites that we are currently under contract that are going to fix. A handful of sites that we're watching. If you're not familiar with a slip, that's basically when the road starts to fall off the hillside. And it's an unfortunate thing, because you go out western part of Ohio, they don't have these problems. We do. We spend a tremendous amount of money just keeping our roads on the hillside. And one thing I tell a lot of the townships, the minute you want a 2-lane road, you get the checkbook out, because 2 lanes is hard to maintain in our county, just because of the poor soils and how prone we are to road slipping. Our facilities, we've done a lot of work in the last few years. We still have more to do. Our main complex is 40+ years old. We just will be finishing up a new salt facility at our Wolf Run garage through an H2 Ohio grant. And so all of our salt facilities will be covered from rain, and that'll reduce the amount of salt infiltration into the nearby streams. Equipment-wise, we are getting 5 brand new dump trucks this year. A couple of them are from last year, and a couple are from the year before. There's been a big delay ever since COVID came around. Just for reference, it amazes me, $200,000 for a dump truck and snowplow, and fully furnish that when you see it driving around the county, and you think, oh, that'll last you 20 years, but they don't. So our equipment is a major thing. Clay Marin's in the office with me. He handles our projections. One thing we are really trying to do is upgrade our equipment, maintain it, and then get to a point where whenever we do replace it, we actually have something to sell, and it's not just held together by bits and pieces, just struggling down the road. Future projects and goals, last thing, I'm going to wrap it up. Our 2025 inventory and needs analysis is something that we, previous county engineer, started doing, and really what it does is we look at our complete inventory of roads, bridges, guardrail, culverts, our facilities, and we just gather all that information together and see what we need as a whole. Because it's so easy to get focused on one thing, and you start to think about that one thing, and then you zoom back out and you realize we have 85 miles of guardrail that was installed in the early 90s, and it's about at the end of its life. So we better get on some guardrail replacement projects. So we're really hoping to get that needs analysis wrapped up here this spring and in the summer. The other thing that we are doing, and why I brought this heavy book around, is we're trying to digitize our records. We have records greater than 200 years old. The one in front of me here is a state road record, which there's actually road records from the early 1800s that are of county, township, state roads. Back in the 1800s, the road was a road. They didn't quite have it diced up the way they do now. These books are really neat to look at, and that's why I brought this one here. We sent it away. It got debound. They deacidify it, remove acids and impurities that are on the paper to preserve it, because that's what corrodes away the paper. They scan it and create a high quality PDF, and they rebind it, and then this is a fire resistant and weather resistant case. And my personal goal in our office especially, we're trying to get our records digitized, and we want to make them available online to the public, because it's not just our current records. I mean, there's so much history that it's amazing that's covered in dust, and we're trying to expose that. Last thing, our county website, we do have a PDF county map on our website. If you're interested, what's a county road, what's a township road. Our county map is very neat to look at, and we have per maps at our office. You're more than welcome to stop by. I think we sell them for $1 a piece. And I wanted to thank our employees at our office, in front of everyone today, because I know our crews especially have had a tremendous winter. They've spent many Saturdays, Sundays, evenings. When we're at home watching the football games, they're out plowing snow. And, I really got thrown into the fire, kind of started out here this January as the new county engineer, because we hadn't had a winter like this in a long time. And, it's hard to balance all that with your employees and, keeping everybody happy. And, I'm just very thankful that we have a good staff, and, I hope that we can keep that for a long time. And I'm available if there's anything anyone ever has related to our office. Please feel free to contact me, stop out, and I appreciate everyone coming today. Thank you.
If you need a passport or vehicle title, our Clerk of Court's office will help you with that. With 2 locations in Steubenville and Rayland, they can assist you with your needs. Clerk of Courts Andrew Pleschitz has made significant changes to the Clerk of Court's office and will discuss his office and its function.
Good afternoon. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to be a part of this distinguished group of speakers today. I'd like to give a brief update on some of the major projects and happenings that have taken place in the Office of the Clerk of Courts over the past 4 years. Both the legal division and auto title divisions, they've come a long way during this time. Most noticeably, we've taken great steps to acquire and leverage technology to increase efficiency, offer improved services, and become more accessible to the public. I'm going to start off by speaking about some of the significant improvements in the Clerk of Court's legal department. Back in 2021, we obtained $100,000 of CARES Act funds for phase 1 of a 2-phase project to digitize our court records back to 1900. Shortly after, we secured American Rescue Plan funds in the amount of $272,000. This was applied to phase 2 of this project. And this also included the acquisition of state-of-the-art scanning equipment that has enabled us to continue scanning our records going forward. Over the course of 2.5 years, more than 6.3 million images have been digitized and made available to the public. This project, it's provided a lot of benefits, such as reducing the need and dependency for paper files, increases the efficiency of our staff, and it's provided the public with easier access to our records. Most importantly, it ensures our records will be preserved for future generations. This is by far the largest project in terms of dollar amount to ever take place in the Office of the Clerk of Courts. And again, most of the money to pay for this project has come from outside of Jefferson County. Last May, we obtained a grant from the Supreme Court of Ohio for just over $90,000. This was to be used for electronic filing technology. It's also referred to as e-file. E-file allows law professionals and pro se parties to file cases online. Filing and docketing of case files, that's one of the core functions of what we do in the Office of the Clerk of Courts. And e-file not only revolutionizes and streamlines this process, but it reduces the workload of our staff and and offers significantly more convenience to the public and law professionals. At this time, I'll move on to the auto title division. It has also undergone some significant changes as well. Last year, we became active with the Ohio Title Portal, which means we now have the capabilities to transfer titles electronically. We are still a passport acceptance facility. We recently received perfect scores from the inspector for both the Steubenville and Rayland offices on our most recent acceptance facility oversight report. This past summer, we became more active in our community outreach efforts. You may have seen our Clerk of Courts tent at the county fair, the Toronto Arts Festival, the Richmond Festival in the Woods, and the Warren Township 75th anniversary celebration. We enjoyed these opportunities to engage with the public while marketing our passport services. We do plan to participate in more festivals and events later this year. Both the Steubenville and Rayland title offices are now under new management due to the retirements of 2 longtime deputy clerks, and all of our current staff are now fully trained to work autonomously in our Rayland office, where we are still open for business on Saturdays. If you have recently been to our offices in the courthouse, you'd likely have noticed that both the auto title and legal division offices have undergone some modest renovations. At this time, the work is it's still in progress, but I'd say it's about 90% complete. Renovations for both offices were much needed and likely haven't occurred to this extent in many decades. This past October, we launched a new website. It features downloadable forms for both the auto title and legal divisions. It also contains links to our new e-file and court case systems, provides instructions for jurors, provides information for title transactions, and advertises job openings within our office. Also, it enables the public to make payments to our office online with our e-pay system, which is also a new service that we offer in our office. We have several projects planned for the near future. Most notably, this Friday I will be submitting a grant application requesting just over $148,000 with the hopes of obtaining e-file for our 3 county district courts. And as I wrap this up, I'd like to leave you with one final point. Whether large or small, I believe that the projects that we have pursued or plan to pursue, they help move the Office of the Clerk of Courts forward while staying congruent with our mission, which is to offer the best possible services at the lowest possible cost to taxpayers. Thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Jefferson Soil and Water. The commissioners are committed to recreation, and Wendy will talk about some of the projects.
Good afternoon. It is incredible to think that the district has been practicing conservation delivery for more than 80 years in Jefferson County. But if you're sitting in the room and just learning of us for the first time, however, you're not alone. I've been working at the district for over 23 years, and I bet my family would have a hard time explaining to you what exactly it is that I do for a living. This afternoon, I'll make a quick attempt at it while focusing on some of the upcoming projects the district is working on in the county. The roots of the district are in agriculture, dating all the way back to 1935 when the nation was facing the Dust Bowl crisis. Today, each of Ohio's 88 soil and water conservation districts are guided by a publicly elected and volunteer 5-member board of supervisors. We maintain the strong ties to our agricultural roots and also have broadened our programs and services over the past 80 years as land uses have changed. We are guided by that 5-member board and also have an incredible but small staff that work at the district office. They assist in the program delivery in 6 main focus areas: agriculture and land use, watershed awareness, urban water quality and stormwater, forestry, youth and adult education, and natural resources and recreation programs and projects. I'm not going to go into detail about all of the programs and services we provide in those 6 areas, but I am going to highlight just a couple. But first I'll say that the district thrives on partnerships. You've heard several of the speakers mention that the district is partnering with them on a project or another. Some of those additional ones that we have that you guys that you might be more familiar with is that we do coordinate the Farmers Gateway Market in partnership with the Blessed Sacrament Catholic Church. We also have an urban stormwater program in which we partner with the county, municipalities, and townships to implement NPDES Phase 2 mandate from the Ohio EPA. We also do a lot of agriculture and forestry field days and workshops with our federal and partners such as Farm Bureau and the Ohio State University Extension. Adult and youth education programs are a key focus of the district's efforts. We love what we do at Soil and Water, and we want to develop an appreciation for nature and natural resources conservation in the people that we serve. So another one you might be familiar with is the Fernwood Forest Outdoor Days. That's been going on for over 35 years, and that's for 5th grade students all across the county. So over the years, those are some of the pictures of some of the things that we do in the county. Oh, and by the way, all the slides are taken in Jefferson County. So if you are looking at some of this incredible scenery and thinking, wow, where is that taken? These were taken right here where we live. So over the years, the district board and staff have recognized that the quality of life plays a vital role in attracting and retaining families, something that plays very well with being in the business of conserving and protecting our county's natural resources. Over the past several years, the district has been bolstering its efforts to provide opportunities for county citizens to access natural areas and learn about ecosystems, plants, wildlife, and more, and has been able to acquire several properties to help us achieve this goal. So this collectively, we're calling them the preserves of Jefferson County. There are several properties within, and I'd like to say that both current and former Jefferson County commissioners have been extremely supportive of us in our efforts to make these scenic natural areas accessible to the public. Most recently, they awarded the district American Rescue Plan Act funding, which is vital in helping us to develop these public access, especially to 2 of these 3 properties, the Piney Fork Preserve Trail and the Lincoln Bridge area of the Hellbrender Preserve. While these properties aren't yet open to the public, the goal is to have them opened later this year. The Piney Fork Preserve and Trail is a 4.5-mile trail extending from Piney Fork to Hopedale, Ohio. When completed, the trail will be easily accessible from US 22, following the Piney Fork Stream Channel through the scenic rolling hills of western Jefferson County. Visitors to the trail will be able to retrace the route of the mighty coal trains that once rolled over the old rail bed and pass under the shade of the hemlocks that gave the stream its name. Another property is the district's Hellbender Preserve. This is a unique place in Jefferson County that highlights the ecological diversity of our county along with the rich history. Visitors will be able to sit at the edge of teen waters of Cross Creek, home to the endangered eastern hellbender salamander, and walk in the footsteps of Abraham Lincoln, who left his mark on the property via a stone bridge. Additionally, the district is completing enhancements to its 100-acre Quaker Ridge property, which was purchased through the Clean Ohio program. The Quaker Ridge Preserve is in the heart of Jefferson County, not far outside of Richmond on State Route 152. Visitors can walk through the sprawling fields and hike through rugged ravines with small waterfalls before entering the wide beaver meadow bisected by Cedar Lick Creek. The property provides a show of trilliums in spring and gorgeous color in the fall. There is a variety of wildlife from bobcats to mockingbirds to warblers. Since 2023, the district has been working with world-renowned landscape ethicist, author, and photographer Rick Dark, using his expertise to develop these properties in a way that preserves the unique history of the Appalachian region while creating beautiful and serene places for people to recreate, relax, rejuvenate, and, of course, learn about nature. It's very easy to grow up in a place and either become indifferent to the natural landscapes or, depending on how steep they are or if they were surface mined for coal, even view them as useless and wasted. Our hope is that these projects and the other work of the district will help showcase our county as a place of beauty, with diverse landscapes from agriculture to woodlands, wetlands, and even land that was previously mined, providing a place to learn about and appreciate the uniqueness and diversity of different ecosystems and the life that they support. The district has a long tradition of locally led natural resources conservation that we are always striving to strengthen and enrich by continually seeking opportunities and partnerships that help to promote a better quality of life in Jefferson County. I encourage all of you to stay tuned as we progress in 2025. Thanks.
Okay. A quick wrap up, I promise. Thanks all the speakers. I really appreciate that. We want to thank, the commissioners want to thank News 9. I see Linda Harris here from the Herald Star. I would just say, if you're sitting out here, and some of you are, and you haven't been asked to speak yet, next year's coming. So we'll get you eventually. Just a great turnout. The last thing I was sitting here thinking, I went to school here. I played football right on that stadium, right on the field there. And my wife was cleaning out closets yesterday, and she found an old blueprint of a new high school that was going to be built on the top of Coal Hill Road on the Diekman Farm, if you know where that's at, by the Pippo property. And my dad and my uncles were pushing, and a lot of people in this community, to get a new school. Well, here we are with that type of people, the kind of spirit we have in Jefferson County, that just keep going, keep trying. It took 50 years, but this is what we got. So some of these things we want to do, some of the requests we get take a long time. But there's not a better group of people that I would like to work with for however long I'm a county commissioner than this group. So, you know, there's a saying that if my wife was, she's tired of hearing it, you're only as good as your leaders. No matter what group it is, you've got to have good leaders, and we've got some good leaders here, folks. Thanks again for coming, and have a good afternoon.